Hundreds of Portland Winterhawks have relied upon living with host families over the years during their time on the ice in the Western Hockey League, and the need is always there, especially now as the pandemic continues after their division-leading season was abruptly ended nearly 2 years ago. Fox 12's Nick Krupke recently went off the ice and inside the home of a pair of young hockey stars and their adopted Stumptown family.
From the home ice to the home life, the teenage members of the Portland Winterhawks need somewhere to shack up. And after more than really a year of no games to be played, at least with fans, the Hawks have landed in a few good nests.
Peels it off to the circle and goes bar down. What a shot! Jack O'Brien rips a wicked wrister from the right circle.
This organization is just first class. Like, it's amazing, and obviously having fans in the building, that's a lot more fun when there's a little bit of noise.
Noise is nice.
And a spinning move from Stefan gets it back. He scores!
After there was just the sound of silence at the Coliseum earlier in the pandemic.
He walked in one day and like, hey, you want to be a billet? I'm like, what's a billet? And he's like, well, for the Winterhawks. I'm like, what are the Winterhawks?
A billet is a host family.
You play like 55 minutes a night.
For the junior hockey Portland Winterhawks.
It's just kind of weird to think that, like, we're just some hockey players and, you know, we came here and we're living with a random family and random people.
18-year-old Sunset High graduates Jack O'Brien from Denver and James Stefan of Laguna Beach have moved in with Kim and Thomas Fisher, along with their first-grade daughter and dog.
So much pressure on them as well, and they put themselves under pressure, and just having a normal family kind of get together, dinner, and oftentimes it's just leaving them alone and having them let them relax.
I'm gonna hit that one there.
The Fishers have the space, so why not offer up a place for the guys to rest their sweaters and skates?
Ooh. Are you getting to school, Jack?
Kim and Thomas are some of the greatest people I've ever met.
Kim and Thomas met during college in Switzerland.
They act fairly grown up when it comes to their hockey. Outside of hockey, you know, they have some catching up to do.
We're still working on the laundry and, you know, learning how to cook some things and things like that.
Do you have a chore list?
No, not really.
The Fishers both work in hospitality, and they host the boys like they are their own.
I do sometimes feel like a little private chef. But the thing is, we both like cooking,
We
so
love
it doesn't,
to cook.
so it doesn't
Yeah.
bother us at all. It's a lot of Costco,
He's
it's a
gonna
lot
be
of
like,
chicken.
don't ask her about Costco.
The bill in bulk calls for a hat trick of fridges.
We had to buy a second fridge. Now we actually have 3 fridges.
The love of home, sweet home cooking arrives win, lose, or tie.
They're not happy when they come home. It's like, oh my God, here comes the funeral.
Yeah, no, every day I'm like,
like, oh.
they better win, because
It's just-
their mood is so much better when they come home after a win.
They all want to make it. They all want to go to the pros, either in the US or in Europe. So and nobody's waiting for them, right? They have to prove themselves like any other job.
Both in their 3rd seasons here, Jack and James have been a package deal for a while. The two also played together on previous squads in LA, Detroit, and with a COVID season spent in Lincoln, Nebraska in the USHL during the Western Hockey League shutdown a year ago. If you have room for some Hawks to roam in your home, would like to host a hockey player or two down the road, just navigate over to thewinterhawks.com/billets. In studio, Nick Krupke, Fox 12 Oregon.